ourselves.
Like usual. Hey, we're live. Welcome in, everybody. Whoever's here. Dale commented a little bit ago. Maybe just talking to ourselves right now. Who knows?
I didn't check see if my sound was turned down. It was not.
Uh-oh. Sitting outside. Been working out in the shop. After we get done with this, we gotta go back to the shop.
And tomorrow, back to the shop.
And after that, gotta go to work.
I don't.
I do, but yeah, you don't. Got two watching.
Howdy.
Glad you're here. What are y'all doing?
Just hanging out in the yard here.
Just hanging out. Not doing much. How about yourself? I've got the link pinned.
We kind of got around live late today.
Yep.
Today.
Yeah, I woke up this morning. It's like, oh, crud. Forgot to post the link or, set up the live. So I just got set up. So I figure if anybody wants to jump in, I got the link pinned. You can jump in or not. Either way.
Don't do it and say you did. I'm about 5'7".
I'm about 5'8", 5'9".
Are you shrinking? I thought you were 5'10".
I don't think I'm 5'10" anymore. Gravity's kicking in. So
it feels good. My neck hurts from sanding all day. I've looked over and down all day long.
At least you didn't tear any tools up.
I know, right? It's usually me that does it.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Dale says, just a minute.
One Mississippi.
Got 6 of them in here. Welcome in, y'all. Duncan Family Farms. Hey, Raney. And every hard pink waving everyone else.
Greg and Donna, how are you guys doing?
Glad y'all are in here.
Hope you guys are enjoying the nice air. Let's see. What is the temperature today? Well, it's 80, but it feels great out here.
Yeah, it's cool enough now. I guess this week we're supposed to be back up in the 80s. It's been feeling pretty good. And
it's going to suck for the craft show this weekend.
And it got warm today. Actually, I turned the fan on out in the shop. So, but yeah.
About what we've been doing, sanding and
breaking tools.
Eric broke tools. Got whacked in the face with something from the weed eater.
Mm-hmm. Seems like you're bleeding. I'm like, I'm not surprised. I think it stopped bleeding now, but I still got a little bump there.
Yeah.
That smarted pretty good.
It wasn't as bad as when the bandsaw blade broke and made your heart stop.
No, there was some puckerage there, and my heart
both
skipped a few
times.
beats. We've been playing around up in Tulsa today.
Ugh.
Hope y'all was having fun over there. For us, it's over there.
Over there. There's too many people there.
I don't know. I want to go to I think that's where the wood...
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, I can't think of the name of it now either.
My mind's drawing blank. Wood's in the name of it.
It's a wood store. A tool store.
Mm-hmm. Woodcraft, I think. Does that sound right?
I think so.
Tina's going to look. I get their emails all the time, but I think that's one of their stores. I think it's Woodcraft of it. Oh, we got a Dale.
What up, people?
What up? What up?
Oh, I'm here.
Well, no, you're there. We're here.
Yeah, it's a big accomplishment for me to be anywhere.
Same here.
Yeah, that looked like that could have been dangerous.
It was dangerous and stupid.
Yeah. Oh, you had to seen him jump. Well, I jumped too, but not near as bad as you did.
Yeah. Caught my thumb. It didn't do any damage to my thumb other than I think just when it bounced off, it But yeah, ruined a good blade, brand new blade too. I literally just put that blade on and cut one piece of wood, and then I just like, well, try that. And I should have known better, and I did it anyways. And
Yeah, it's woodcraft.
yep, and I paid
Well,
the price
I'm
for it.
kind of surprised because, like, I mean, I'm not as great of a woodworker as you all, but
Hey, Joe.
you know, um, like I was taught that that's what you used the bandsaw for, was like cutting curves and like
It
stuff.
is, but when you're cutting a curve when it's going rocking on there, and you have that blade coming down
Ah,
attached, and yeah, it
yeah.
flipped it up and caught the blade. Broke the blade.
Ah,
There's then the little plastic insert that sits in the table. It broke that. Bounced off my thumb. Made me say some bad words. I almost pooped my pants.
yeah.
It was not a good time at all.
I was standing behind him.
And yeah, and the bad thing is I had another blade on there earlier. I was doing some cutting with. I kept telling myself I need to swap out blades because it's more of a general purpose blade and it cuts really slow. So I put that one on there. It's more of a resaw blade, and yeah, it cut great
He's like, "Ooh, that cut just like butter."
until it didn't.
Till it didn't anymore.
Till it didn't anymore. Oh, where's Paul?
Hi, Joe Jacobson. Hi, Paul.
He's doing flips.
Man, we're kind of like squished together.
Yeah,
Go.
Oh, there we go.
cozy.
We
There,
can
is
do
that better?
that. We can do that.
Put them in the corner. The one puts
Nobody
baby in the
put
corner.
baby in the corner, huh, Paul?
Yeah, why you messing with stuff?
I got
What he does.
I got buttons to push.
There's
You know all those
James.
toys and stuff at Christmas time you go through and push me? He hits every one.
Well, I'm reading the instructions. It says push me, so you got to push it.
Uh-huh.
What was the Elmo one? We about wore the Elmo one out.
Oh yeah, the tickle me Elmo.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Was it Abby had to sleep and snore Ernie? Oh my goodness. And that thing would not shut up for nothing. We went to a trip to Kansas City and it was in the trunk. And every little bump we hit, that thing would go off. And he would say, "Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm so sleepy." And my mom laughed so
Boy,
hard.
that's like taking a road trip with Lisa.
She'd say,
Oh, I'm
"Well, shut up
tired.
and go to sleep."
Except for she don't need an invitation to go to sleep.
And Duncan Farm said they went to a bunch of yard sales.
I like going to yard sales, but yeah. Eric's like my dad was. We get 2 miles past. Well, did you really want to stop?
Not
Well,
that bad.
nah. Yeah, dad was.
But yeah.
Yeah, my mom is a yard sale junkin' crazed person. She says things to us like,
Welcome in.
she's like, "Hey, can we why don't we just get together and we'll go to like Joplin or Tulsa or Kansas City. We'll go yard selling." I'm like, Mom, I'm pretty sure I'd rather put my toes in a meat grinder. Like that sounds like more fun.
I got one yard. I don't need another.
Yeah.
Now, if you
Right.
you want to do more fun, just get you a round piece of wood and send it through the bandsaw.
Mhm.
He's already missing a thumb. He don't need no more.
He sends round pieces of wood through his bandsaw all the time. I don't
All
know
the
what you're
time, but you gotta cut them the right direction.
It's when you cut the wrong direction is the issue.
You need a chainsaw for that. I run a chainsaw the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that definitely.
And I told him, I said, "You need to do that again." I should have had the camera running. That'd have been a great short. And then when he did it again,
No,
still didn't have a camera on.
yeah, it was not a good day for me on the bandsaw today. Because first off, like I was telling Dale, broke a blade, and
You puckered that time pretty good too.
yeah, and had a magnetic light tool light that sits on top of the bandsaw that you can adjust so you can get light right there where you
It's
need it.
handy for everything. And yeah,
Yeah, when that bandsaw blade broke, that thing went flying, and the light just kind of flickered just right. It almost looked like flames was coming out the top of the bandsaw. I was like, what did I do? And luckily I was like, look down, I saw the, because I was sitting there, kept looking for smoke. It's like, oh crap, I caught the bandsaw on fire. Nope, it was just the light going down. And it didn't just fall off there. The cord had to catch.
It snapped it right off.
Broke it off. So Tina got on Amazon, got a new one ordered. It's supposed to be here tomorrow.
Well,
And then
we had an episode with a little fire problems this morning.
Hey Sean, welcome in.
Hey, Sean.
My wife
Hey, Sean.
and I were supposed to make a bunch of barbecued beef for sandwiches, and so she'd put a couple roasts in last night when we got in from the fifth quarter crock pot. And I don't know, I guess it was about 7 or 7:30 she gets up. Of course, it was after midnight when we went to bed. We were real late getting in for us. And she comes in here and messes with it, and she comes back in the bedroom and lays down, and she says that those are going to be tough. And I'm like, we're going to cut them all up. They're going to be ground up, basically. I don't know. About 10 minutes later, we heard pop.
Uh-oh.
I said, what was that? And she said, I don't know. And I said, we need to find out. And we came in here out of the bedroom, and the whole house was full of smoke. She had bumped one of the knobs on the front of the stove on, and it was a burner that was under the crock pot. And the crock pot had caught fire.
Oh no!
Melting all that plastic and getting on the top of that burner.
No.
And it had melted through the cord on it and tripped the breaker. So Nita's been trying to burn the house down with a crock pot today.
Yeah. The bad thing is when I sent that other piece of wood through there, I knew better. And about the time that the blade caught, I was sitting there thinking, it's like, this is really dumb. And it proved my point.
Bad decisions are easily figured out that they're bad decisions in the middle of the bad decision, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
There's Piggy.
Hi, Brat.
Hey.
Like, yep. As soon as it happened, I knew better.
Well, I told Nita that you don't have to burn up the house to get a new crock pot. You can go ahead and get a new crock pot. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those crock pots ain't that expensive. You can just go buy one.
Yeah. Oh, she did.
Hey.
Ooh, there's a little bug here.
Yeah, it's right there.
I'm not that little.
Well,
Drops Homestead, welcome in.
I'm not into spilling beans or nothing, but and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I've had some real progress on becoming healthier here just in the last little bit. And the number one way that I have done this is my help quit me. So then I was forced back into more work.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I'm okay with that. I got to realizing that I wasn't near as strong as what I used to be. And so about a month ago, maybe a little more than a month ago, I started going back to the woods and cutting my own, doing all my own chainsaw work as well as loading logs. And I've got a little 1-ton dump truck that I haul my logs out of the woods home with for making firewood. And it holds enough logs that when I process them, it makes about 3 rick of wood. And so I set myself a goal that I was going to get 1 load of those logs out. And I've been doing really good at that. And when I started, it took me basically 3 hours to cut that many logs. And I had 1 week where I cut a load of logs on my truck to come home every day. Actually, 1 more than that. I had 6 loads that week. And I also cut 3 loads of logs on the log truck to go to the sawmill. And but this week I've been having to go get my cutting done and get back home because I had other things to do. And I have been able to cut the load of logs that I bring home in an hour and a half or less and get them loaded in the truck. I'll go to the woods and be there by 8:30, and I'm usually back home before 10. And so I'm like, oh yeah, I can't stay standing up for more than like 10 minutes at a time. I used to cut a whole tank of gas through my chainsaw before I'd stop and take a break. Ain't doing that no more. Yeah, I wear out way quicker than that. But
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
used to do the same thing. I'd cut until, you basically either run out of bar oil or run out of gas, and then you'd take a break. Now I'm like, man, did my tank get bigger on my saw? Because I'm ready for a break.
from the front of me, apparently. And so I have learned that when you cut down a tree, the bottom end of that tree, makes a pretty good place to sit down if you need it. And so just sit down a couple minutes and then I can get back to it. But I'm the healthier version of Paul.
I figured out something. I figured out how to share this live out on my channel. Join it.
Oh,
Well, I was wondering. I keep looking at my phone, and it's like there's other people over here.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah. Well, Lisa posted today, and some of you have commented on Facebook. We went to town to run some errands. We stopped at Taco Bell.
Ooh.
We ordered, and as I'm paying for it, the guy goes, "Okay, well, it's this much with the discount." And I'm thinking,
Whoa.
what did I get a
I saw
discount
that
for?
post.
I saw it.
And so he's like, "Do you want your receipt?" And I'm like, "Sure." So I could get the receipt so I could take it to Lisa to read it because I can't see it to read it. And I hand it to her and I'm like, "What did we get for a discount?" Senior discount. I'm like,
I'm jealous. I don't get
well,
one. I'm
first
way
of all,
over
I don't know if I should be excited I got a discount or insulted that they think I'm old enough to get a senior discount.
We have a little thing that we do. We go to Wendy's for lunch on Wednesday usually. It's not very far from here. And they've got a $5 biggie bag. It's a pretty good deal. And usually that's what everybody in the pickup will get, a $5 biggie bag. And you can pretty easily figure that out. If there's 3 or 4 of us in there, it's going to cost $15 or $20, right? Well, there was this one gal that had been in there and worked the window forever. And I'd come in, and I'd be joking with her over the speaker, and I'd order for us, and I'm like, and Scott wants, and Joe wants, and I want, or Anita wants, and I'd tell her the order that way. And she got to knowing us good enough, and was like, "Isn't Anita with you today? Doesn't she?" But we'd get up there to the window, and we'd have ordered 4 of those biggie bags, and she charges $12. I'm like, hang on, so the math don't work out. Their math's not mathing today. And she's like, I know. She was giving us all of those discounts. And I don't know if you can do that.
Better than when we went to Burger King last night, just the 2 of us, and each one got a cheeseburger, fries, and a drink. And I got the small one. It was $33.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the days of fast food because it's cheap and you're in a hurry and we're grocery shopping, so let's just go ahead and get something cheap because we've been grocery shopping. You don't want to cook when you get home. Those days are over.
Well, I tell you what, and I know there's some little places like this along. You just got to hunt them out. But in Miami, on the south end of Miami, down toward the fairgrounds off of Main Street, there's a little grocery store that I go to some called Knott's Grocery, and they have a deli. You go in there and they'll make you sandwiches. And I went in there the other day and bought a sandwich, a bottle of pop, and a small bag of chips, and it was $6.25.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah. Of course, usually I order my sandwich and it comes out and it's like Cajun turkey with pepper jack on white, and run through the garden and Miracle Whip. And I ordered that. But what I got was Cajun turkey with pepper jack on wheat with mayo. I'm like, Well,
say, I've seen the shorts you've done. Those sandwiches look good.
yeah. Oh yeah, they put some meat in them.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not big on dog meat sandwiches as it is, lunch meat sandwiches. And then after what happened to our friend Dana, and then we did a little research, and they said that, like, the number one cause of food poisoning is lunch meat sandwiches. I'm
Ooh.
like, well, that cured it for me. I'm not eating no more of them.
I don't
I
know.
remember that.
And he don't even
Oh,
work at Simmons.
Hey, Farm All Fords. Hey, Christy
I
Betts.
like a good corned beef sandwich.
I say
Nice
that,
thick-
but then I had like a Reuben the other day. I mean, I figured it was warmed up,
Well,
Plus,
the sauerkraut probably killed.
it had sauerkraut, so sauerkraut would kill all that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know about killing all that, but by golly, no one wanted to hang out with me for some reason.
I like getting some. I'll get like the Polish kielbasa and sauerkraut, and I just put it in a bowl, and I'll cook it, throw it in the microwave there at work. Boy,
The
I
girls
get,
are not happy with it.
nobody likes me at work because one, the kitchen stinks after that gets microwaved, and then I stink later after eating it.
And they have to sit in the same room with him for 12 hours.
Drops. I like the radioactive shrimp at Walmart.
It's handy. You don't have to turn the light on to eat it.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
It's eat in the dark.
My chat quit moving. What happened?
Uh-oh.
The people on the screen are still moving.
I don't know.
Well,
That's all I got.
oh,
Yeah, that's familiar. Well, I don't know.
I needed you to do that.
Yeah, Arby's. Yeah, Arby's isn't very good about making them. There was a little place over at Southwest City that closed down. They made great Reuben sandwiches.
Well, there is.
And
If you like lunch, like deli sandwiches, I guess I keep calling them lunch meat sandwiches because that's what they were called when I was a kid. But deli meat sandwiches, the Marsh's Great Plains Deli in Fort Scott is like ever famous. Like, their pro athletes eat there and stuff like that. And their sandwich is kind of like that one in Miami. Like, when I tell people, I'm like, get a small. It's 2 days. And my students will come in and they're like, I say that and they're like, oh, whatever. And they get there and they order a medium or a large. They could cater a small party. It's like huge.
Comes on a pickup bed size.
Yeah.
Well, Dale, you probably know they used to be a grocery store, and it was either in Weir or Scammon that made sandwiches, and they actually cooked hamburgers in the back of their store. We were by there, like Dad and I went to an auction or something.
Was it?
Said, let's
I
start
know.
here.
Scammon has an Italian restaurant. I thought Weir had that, like, sandwich place.
Yeah.
But
in the back of the grocery store, remember?
Yep.
Did I just?
They had when I was growing up in Bernal, Missouri. That's a long time ago. The grain elevator there had a deli counter. So as you, for harvest and everything, they would make deli sandwiches and send back out with people during harvest. And the little old lady that worked there, her name was Noni. And everyone lovingly called her Noni Baloney. But that was like a genius idea. Like, she was busier than busy come harvest time.
I bet there was some farm moms that loved her to death when they they could get lunch for everybody and managed to get back to the field without taking too much time.
I remember there's all kinds of stories. When I was little, I was super shy. Like I was not a card or nothing, right? But I told my mom
I
when I
can't
was like,
believe that.
I was probably 4 or so. I told my mom one day she was making me lunch, and I said, I don't want your lunch. It's not as good as noni bologna sandwiches, Mom.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
So what did
But
you
that
do
went
when
up
you
like,
woke up?
Oh.
I bet that went over like a lead balloon.
There was all kinds of stories about me like that.
That reminds me when I was a kid, Mom was baking brownies or something. Anyway, she's using, baking cocoa, and I told her, told her I wanted a bite of it. She says, no, it's not chocolate. I said, yes, it is. She says, no, it's not chocolate. You won't like it. And I told her, I said, I will too. Now give me some. She goes, okay, you think I'm lying to you? She gets big teaspoon up. She says, open your mouth, and shoves that spoonful in my mouth. And she wasn't, skimpy about any of it at all. I mean, it was
You
heaping
shouldn't have
over.
back talked her. She did it on
Nope. She
purpose.
shoved that in my mouth, and she says, serves you right. Now you better swallow every bit of that.
Hey, Barb. Oh my gosh, Drops is serious. She ate some of that shrimp that they recalled because of the radiation. The hate.
Do
My
you,
blood sugar's going up just looking at that jar, Paul.
do you know what that
Looks like natural honey.
it is? We
Mhm.
have a guy that's got some hives on our place, and he'll bring
Oh,
some once in a while. However, if your mom keeps bacon grease that she's clarified
it
in
looks just like
jar
that.
on like this, would you like to know how I found out it was?
It
Oh,
probably didn't taste good on a piece of bread, did it?
oh, I didn't put it on bread. The spoon was going right in my mouth.
Oh,
I didn't drop any of it, but
Oh,
I didn't want that one.
I bet you look
Now
like a
now
dog
that-
with a mouthful of peanut butter the rest of the day. You were just like,
Yeah.
try to get that off the roof of your mouth.
Kristen
That's
said she was the same thing with the cocoa powder.
that's been over 40 years ago, and I can still taste it.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, that. Oh,
Well, one day I wanted a grilled cheese sandwich, and we didn't have any butter. We had butter in the freezer, but not thawed out. And I'm sitting there looking at my bacon drippings on the stove, and I said, "Self, maybe I can just use that." So I just smeared some of that on the outside of my bread and put it in there, and it somewhat worked, but it wasn't the same.
If you'd known what you know today, you probably would have just smeared some mayo or Miracle Whip on it.
Dale doesn't like them.
I like Miracle Whip, but I ain't putting mayo on anything.
mayo's
To me,
good.
mayo and Miracle Whip are the same thing. It's all Miracle Whip. They didn't growing up.
Oh,
They didn't
goodness.
have anything different.
Well,
Like,
next
no
time,
one I knew used anything other than Miracle Whip
well, do you like mustard then?
on a hot dog.
Oh, well, next time smear a little mustard on your bread and try to brown it up like that and see if that works.
That no, I don't know about that. Mm-mm.
I don't know the language you're speaking.
I'm pretty fond of a grilled cheese sandwich, and you're like not making me as fond of it.
I grew up eating Miracle Whip because that's what Mom liked, and Dad always preferred mayonnaise, but he never bought it because Mom always did the grocery shopping. And one day she wasn't feeling too good, so he went shopping. He got mayonnaise, and I wasn't thinking. I started making my sandwich. I always lick the knife off before I throw it in the sink. And I licked that knife off, and it was like, oh, well, hello there. And I threw the knife in the sink. I grabbed me a spoon. I dumped that spoon. And it's
I
like
like mayonnaise, but not that well.
the angels started singing that coming down. It's like, where have you been all my life? And it's like,
What?
never turned back. I never went back to Miracle Whip after that.
Bitter taste? Yuck.
Oh,
And
oh,
it's okay.
good.
So I'm 40 some odd years old.
Oh yeah, come close.
It
Thanks for
took
coming in,
me.
Christy.
Hey, Christy.
It's took me this long to figure out.
I
I
see.
don't really like anything bitter. Like when we start going through the foods that like I tell people, I'm like, I don't like this many things. Look at me. I'm not that big. There's only like this many things. But when you start going through those things, every one of those things are bitter. I don't like bitter. I don't like sour and bitter. And it's took me 40 some odd years to figure that out. Who knew?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I always ate dry sandwiches when I kid. I didn't like because well, mom and dad always bought sandwich spread. We didn't have Miracle Whip.
Yeah, you didn't even have
Like
that.
this-
Yeah, you had that.
We
They
had
always got that
sandwich spread.
sandwich spread stuff that was like the leftovers of everything else. They
We
scooped
were
it.
poor.
Well,
As a kid, we grew up poor.
So I
Like you
had dry
say.
sandwiches.
I could not figure out like one of my favorite things, and all my friends would like wrinkle their nose about it was like saltine crackers with tuna fish salad, like tuna fish, Miracle Whip, and dill pickle relish. Like that was
That's
my
a Miracle
favorite
Whip.
snack, and people were like, "That's just weird." I'm like, "I think that's good food, man. Like I'm not eating pickled pig's feet, you know."
for him. Now you guys, some of you have met my mother. When my dad was working at BF Goodrich and they hadn't been married all that long, apparently she didn't realize she had run out of lunch meat. And you guys remember those packages that used to have the top piece in the package was the shape of the lunch meat, but it had a picture of the lunch meat
Mm-hmm.
inside the package. I guess mom put one of them between two pieces of bread and put in dad's lunch bucket. And we, you know, my daddy stood over straight face, listen to this story be told, and we were all like, "Well, what did you do with it, Dad?" And he said, "I probably ate it."
Oh goodness.
Oh, that's funny. Oh,
Oh, see, dropping random facts. 1 in 7 people can't taste bitterness. Maybe that's why those people like sour and bitter and stuff because they can't taste it.
no, I like sour and bitter though.
That's why he likes me.
That makes sense.
That's why Lisa likes me.
I still my eyes are covered in sawdust.
Joe says my mom used to buy Hellman's mayonnaise too. They buy Kraft mayo from the. We've gotten to where we like the Duke's mayonnaise. That's pretty good.
Oh, everybody went on and on and on about Dukes.
It's
Here,
good.
like a year or so ago or more. That's all I heard about was Dukes, Dukes, Dukes. So Lisa and I are in the grocery store, and I said, I'm gonna get some Dukes. And we made one bacon sandwich with it.
Sounds good.
And then it sat there until finally I told Lisa, I'm like, throw that away. Surely it's spoiled by now. Because we never ate another ounce of that. It was not good. And I know I just insulted like a whole geographic area.
Mark it off, 9 Acre Family Farm.
Yeah. It was not good.
Oh, that's funny.
Next rant on 9 Acre is you'll see Dale walking by, pick grocery store, do away with Dukes. Carrying these little
Down with the Dukes. Down with the Dukes. Hi, Janae.
Have you seen the picture of those guys that are picketing? And what they're picketing is road construction, but they're picketing it by the sign that says "End Road Construction." So they're like, "We support ending road construction."
Oh, Bowen's in here saying I constantly insult the South.
He's insulting the South. Hey, Bowen.
Yeah, like I asked Bowen, I asked people at work one day, we were talking about that, that Bowen called me a Yankee, like I wasn't Southern. And like I ask everybody at work, I'm talking about that. They're like, you're like the most Southern hillbilly person we know, Dale.
Well, on Bland's Promised Land Ranch, they're on Thursday evening after you, Dale. And on their live, Monica goes to giving this quiz, if you were eating a caramel apple, you'd eat a caramel apple or not. And then she talks about it, and I'm like, yeah, but the caramel does something funny to my mustache and my beard. And she goes like, well, you cut it up. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I have
What kind of
never
weirdo cuts up a
somebody
caramel apple?
cut a caramel apple up.
Dogs, buddy.
It's like, oh yes, you cut it up, and I'm like, what
Not a caramel
carpetbagging
apple.
Yankee cuts up you're a monster. Handle.
Hey, road
That's
trips,
all
welcome in.
Scallywag Yankees trying to teach us Southerners how to eat a caramel apple. Ain't you got no teeth up there?
Well, I'm going to tell a story now. I'm going to tell on my beautiful wife. She come home from the grocery store. This been years ago. And she had apples, and I love a good apple, like a good sweet apple. But she come bringing these green apples home. I'm like, what are you doing with those nasty green apples? And then she starts cutting it up. And I'm like, why are you cutting that apple? And then she pours out this tub of caramel. And she would dip the apples in the caramel. And I'm like, that's kind of hot right now. I kind of like that.
They work just as good with peanut butter if you like that kind of thing.
Oh, that was my grandpa.
Was it?
My grandpa never ate an apple,
How dare
a
you.
banana, either one without a jar of peanut butter and a knife.
That's the way Dad
He
was.
Peanut butter on a banana or peanut butter on an apple. That was like his favorite snack.
Our little homestead. Annie, howdy.
Hi, Annie.
We had a girl at work. She'd go slice up apple, and then she'd get a little bowl, and she'd put some caramel in there, and then she poured just a little bit of honey up and dip her apple in that. And
Hi, Anita. Should have fly by. Did you notice that?
zoom.
Times.
3 times.
That's
Jimmy.
3.
That's 3. Boom! Right in the head. Graveyard day.
we need to put a counter up in there for every time Anita just goes by. Just a ding 1, ding 2, ding 3.
Anita
Above
counter.
the Anita counter.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right. Here's your sweet tea drinking game. Every time Anita goes by, you got to take a drink.
I don't got no sweet tea.
I'd have to
I got
I'd
water.
have to get up and go to the bathroom.
I only got water.
And now she's gonna make it where we're all gonna get thirsty.
Yeah, watch. She'll be going.
At least she's-
You'll open the garage door and the front door and just go around. No, she says she's done. Sorry.
She done.
I'm taking
She
a drink
gone.
anyway.
Well, I decided tonight when we get done with this, I told Lisa, I said, it's fall enough for me. It's chili night. I'm making chili.
You said that a couple weeks ago, didn't you?
Yeah, you made me make
And I was like,
potato soup,
no, let's have potato soup instead.
which I wasn't gonna argue with that one. so-
Ooh, potato soup, chili, vegetable soup. Yeah, I'm in. That's my kind of.
I've heard a rumor that's what we're doing for lunch tomorrow. What'd you say? Mama's fixing chicken noodles
Chicken and noodles.
and Nita's fixing.
I don't know. We may just have chicken and noodles.
She's fixing hamburgers too. She just didn't know it.
Sounds good too.
We have no hamburger.
I gotta get out the crock pot.
Ground.
Yep.
You got no ground beef?
Yeah, we've run plumb out.
Don't you raise that at your
Yeah.
ranch?
Not ground.
He's got beef on the ground, but not ground beef right now.
He got beef on the hoof, not in the freezer.
That butcher shop we use over south of mine
Ooh.
runs sales, and they run a sale on a box of, it was all pork. I don't even remember, but it was like they had pork chops in it,
Pork chop.
pork tenderloin. They had, was it 10 pounds of sausage and 10 pounds of fresh ground pork and something else. There was a whole big box full for $100.
Heck yeah.
When they do that, they do that sometimes, and you get 25 pounds of hamburger for $100, which is a pretty good deal right now.
Mhm.
It won't all
Real good deal.
cook away like some of that burger you buy at the grocery.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, that's Drops talking in here, talk about they don't use ground beef, they grind steak for it. That's part of that, is if you're grinding it yourself, that means it don't have all that ice and everything ground in it like the grocery store
And
does.
if you're doing it the right way, you get the exercise to go with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, we did that
Over
for a
here,
long
just like that
time.
hamburger helper.
I have the same tomorrow.
Now that I don't have kids in my house, we don't do this no more. That's what we have, like KitchenAid and mixers and grinders.
It's like father-in-law, he used to have a big commercial grinder for when everybody came out to go deer hunting and everything. They'd gut and hang their deer, and then after the week or so, everybody be back out and just they cut off what they wanted for back straps and steaks and stuff like that. Then everything else just went through the grinder and got divided up for hamburger meat. And I had a little fawn several years ago on my way home from work and got home. This thing was only like the size of a German Shepherd, and got home with it and got her Tina's dad and went out there and he helped me. We gutted it, skinned it, and everything else, and hung it. Well, a week later, we went. And he came and got me. We was going to take it over to the grinder, and he goes, "Wait, no, we're doing this one by hand." So yeah, we went into his kitchen and cut it up. Only got like 3-gallon size bags of hamburger meat out of it, but it was really good though.
It was tender.
Best deer chili I ever had. Cause
Hi,
Hey,
Jan.
there's Jan.
hey, Jan,
She made it.
Oh, Annie's having a slow cooker roast for dinner.
ooh,
That sounds good.
Sounds
Hi,
good.
Jan.
yeah, that sounds really good.
I say we had a sandwich in the shop earlier, so we wasn't hungry before our live.
Yep.
And all
Now
we've done is
that
talk
still
about
makes
food.
me hungry.
And all we do is talk about food the whole time.
I was gonna say last few lives. That's pretty much we've just divulged. We started off with something else, and then we all go to
Migrate to food every time.
Every
Well,
good
tomorrow,
has to turn to food.
yep. Tomorrow, my dad and I are frying fish for the church.
Ooh.
Dad started that 2 years ago. He brought a bunch of fish and fried, and then we did it last year. And now it's like, instead of once a year, like every week when my dad goes to church, at least one person at church. Or when are we gonna have a fish fry this month? When are we having a fish fry? Dad and I got to answering back. Well, when are you gonna catch fish for the fish fry?
Mm-hmm. Got to have fish to fry it.
Janae's given the recipe, and I got a question. Did you cook the eggs in the air fryer too? I get it. You cooked the bacon on top of a couple pieces of bread. Hmm. Well,
That actually sounds good. But I am curious about that too because we cook a lot of bacon in our air fryer. That's like the best thing I've ever found for an air fryer.
I don't know. Those little zucchini pizzas y'all made looked awful good to me.
Oh, they're good. But I didn't have any zucchini fresh right now.
Yeah.
But they are good. But that bacon, now if I can figure out how to put the bacon and the eggs both in the air fryer, start my coffee, start it, go get ready, and then it be ready. Yeah,
That'd be
I'd be
great.
self-sufficient, you know.
Mhm.
Dolores,
Dolores.
you can you can do those eggs. I don't mind them scrambled up, and I've cooked a lot of eggs on a paper plate in the microwave, scrambled up,
Ooh.
and they get all right. You just don't want to put them in there for 30 seconds straight and then not stop and stir them. You can dry them out way too fast if you ain't paying attention to the microwave.
Fish. So mainly flathead. That's mainly what we fish at our cook for the church, flathead channel or whatever, blue cat, flathead. But
Catfish does sound good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I do. I like catfish.
Are you guys hungry up in there? Up in that corner?
you getting hungry yet?
Well, we weren't until y'all started tearing on how good
I
this
ain't
stuff's.
hungry, but you still got chicken sandwich left in the
Yeah,
fridge.
we ate one.
I'm not
So-
hungry. Are you hungry? I'm not hungry unless you're hungry. Are you hungry?
It sounds familiar.
Indecisive, huh?
Mhm.
Says she's hungry.
The other day, every married man can, they get this statement. The other day I'm like, you want to stop for lunch? You hungry? Well, I'm not really hungry yet. So then you stop, and I didn't think we were ever going to stop and eat. I'm like, well, just tell me. I mean, look at me.
It's the other way around for me. I'm like, are you hungry yet? No, I'm not hungry. I'm like, well, I am. We're gonna stop somewhere.
Hard smoked eggs from a smoker last week. Don't know how they did.
Yeah,
but
I'm
just
with you, Sean.
Huh.
I could eat.
I just ate, but would eat.
And the older I get, the less my memory works. So I don't even have to remember. Oh, yeah,
Look at there.
just 2 hours ago. But I could eat.
My wife, she said the statement years ago, and it's the best statement I've ever heard. And somebody's like, well, where do we want to go meet and eat? She said, I didn't get this body being picky. You just tell me.
Mhm.
One of my friends posted a picture of a restaurant. I believe it's in Oklahoma, and the name of it's I Don't Care.
One of those in Nevada, Missouri.
Is it Nevada, Missouri? Well,
Yep.
someone remarked that it was really good, and I reposted it on Facebook asking Greg Duncan if he'd ever ate there.
Yep. Lisa and I went there. It's called I Don't Care.
I don't care.
I don't
Did you
care.
tell him you got a YouTube channel?
And they have an I Don't Care burrito. And you
Oh,
tell
boy.
them what to put in. It's one of them that they take a tortilla like twice the size of your belt line. And they just have all this stuff in front of you, and you just tell them what to put in, and pretty soon this burrito's like this big around. It's like bigger in your face.
Oh,
And it's amazing if you like burritos.
Jalapeno jelly. Ooh.
I do like a good burrito.
don't
I
know
remember
about
when
jalapeno jelly.
Gas Montez was open there in Joplin, and they had the
The Sizzler.
the Sizzler, and they took, and you actually had to sign a waiver. have them bring it out to you. Buddy of mine and his fiance at the time, they come down from St. Louis, and Abby was just 2 or 3 years old. So we didn't have Jamie yet, and we all went up there to eat, and we saw that, and we hyped ourselves up, and they brought the wafers like, oh, it's just whatever. They came out, you could smell it as soon as they stepped out of that kitchen with that thing. And it's like, popped it down there, and it had a great big old jalapeno on top of it. That was the mildest thing on that burrito. They took habaneros and ground it up in with the hamburger meat and cooked it. You could see the seeds. We both took one bite, and we was done. Oh, it was painful. And
That sounds like Paul's kind of place. I'm out on that.
Yeah, me too.
Because I love Casa Montez. I ate there
Mhm.
a lot. It's one of those places you go and sit down, and they would bring you chips. And then by the time your meal came, you'd forgot what you ordered because you ate so many chips and salsa.
Yep.
And then you have leftovers to
Here's
take
one for you.
day.
Yep.
In the late 60s, when my parents were dating, they went to Casa Montez.
Wow.
Yep. The tornado kind of took them out, and they moved. But I think they're still open some of the week. They're not open every day, but they're out on South Main now.
Man,
Cameron kind of mentioned it earlier. What I haven't had in years. I don't think Tina's ever had it. Fred and Red's there in Joplin.
I
that
keep saying
Spaghetti
we need to
Red.
go there, and you've never took me.
Well, it's not a place you really go in to eat because there ain't no room in that building. It's you got to get it and go eat somewhere else.
well, all them people that are going with Johnny Gillum on the poverty tour, they're all in Joplin right now. Or headed there.
That's too bad because I got a pair of boots that I wanted Johnny Gillum to have, and he's driving within 4 miles of my house, and I'm going to wind up shipping them to him because I can't figure out the next time I'll see the guy. You know.
Well,
you know.
taking that Trans Am, hopefully packed enough tools and stuff in there. There ain't room for them in that little thing. You
Well,
know,
they'd probably have somebody steal them out of the back of his truck if he had them.
that ain't no kidding.
And it'd be his fault then. So I'll just keep the boots.
Oh. It says that there is an I don't care on off of Highway 412 in Oklahoma, also just east of the bridge by the fertilizer port.
Now I got to Google it.
Dolores like tilapia.
That still was so funny. Is your name Dolores? Yes. We'll not forget that. Your new name.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
they've
it's
had
kind
new
of
owners
funny
for
that
quite some time
412
now.
come up because in my travels this week, I traveled 412 from like almost the panhandle, it seemed like, all the way into Arkansas this last week.
Yep. Catoosa.
Yeah, I'd find out he drove down I-49 a mile from the house.
To Catoosa. It also says there's one at Nevada.
Yeah, James is talking about that jalapeno jelly and all that kind of stuff. And now Ovidia's talking about pineapple sereno. There ain't nothing that sounds good about that statement, Ovidia.
Well, she was good up until it said the pineapple.
Yeah, that pineapple, I'm out.
At the Serrano.
Where's your vanilla?
Yeah, I'm not a. Some things I can do sweet and spicy together. Most of the time, no. I want it either sweet or I want it spicy. I don't want them together.
Well, apparently there is an I don't know and I don't care restaurant in Oklahoma City.
I'll be dang.
Well, I guess next time I ask Tina what she wants, she says, I don't know. Or I guess we're driving to Oklahoma City to eat.
I don't know.
Really hungry by the time we get there, won't we?
Well, you'll know what you want to eat then, won't you? Anybody tried cowboy candy? Yep. I'm not a fan.
I knew we were brothers. Everybody loves cowboy candy, and they can't figure out why I don't. I'm just not into it.
Mhm.
I
Yep.
I like sweet and I like spicy, but I do not like it together.
Yeah, I don't like spicy anymore.
Before. Have you?
I can do spice to a
Spicy
point.
don't like me.
Say what, Paul?
I think I've heard this rant before.
Yeah.
It's a carryover. When I was doing construction, had a guy, he was eating habaneros. We was coming down to eat lunch and was working the old Mercantile Bank there in 4th and Main in Joplin. I was one of the last ones getting down there from where I was at. And the laborer, he's sitting there eating them and these little orange peppers. And I look at him, I was like, what are those? He goes, oh, these are habanero peppers. And he's just popping them in just left and right like they're candy. And I go, are they hot like a jalapeno? Oh, no, they're nothing like a jalapeno. I'm like, he goes, you want to try one? I was like, sure. And I should have knew better. As soon as everybody's eyes just like, pew, right on me. And I took that and couldn't really smell it, but as soon as I got my lips on it, I could start feeling the tingle. And I took a bite, and yeah, I was off to the races getting that water cooler.
Well, y'all, if it actually is true, I've just had something happen that has never happened to me before in my life.
What's
Last
that?
my father-in-law calls me and says there's a car down the road here by your folks's that had run up in a ditch and hit your fence.
Oh
And
no.
I'm like, well, that's great. I'm in Commerce. I'll be here till midnight. So I called Scott, had him run down there and look at it, and he said it bent a T-post, and he said the wire's a little bit stretched. I'm like, oh, so it's no problem. He's like, no problem. Your cows won't even know something happened. So I gives him his phone number and told him he'd come back and fix it. And usually, whenever these things happen, the person's drunk. But here at the corner by my house, right here, Gum Road and the state line, they would run through that all the time. And there'd be times they would hit that so hard, it would shoot rocks 50 or 75 feet out in my field, tear the fence all up. And I would only find the fence all tore up. And you'd know somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And I've even had the highway patrol come by and have me fill out a deal saying how much it costs to fix my fence or whatever. And never, ever had anybody come back to fix the fence or offer to pay for it or anything like that. And Scott told me just now, he texted me and said that the guy sent him a picture of my fence and it's fixed.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
That'll be a first. Maybe I shouldn't lose faith in the people in this country.
There you go.
I had a call
There's a few
here
good ones
a
left.
couple years ago. There's a wreck. Somebody drove through, got farmer's fence. Well, that morning I come in, got sat down and everything, and farmer landowner called in and said, hey, somebody tore my fence up. I live out here. He goes, I found a license plate. It's like, well, give it to me. I'll get this highway patrol to get a trooper headed out that way. And so I took the information, called highway patrol, and within an hour, I had a gentleman call up and says, did y'all have any wrecks in your county last night? Somebody driving through a fence? And I said, yes, sir. And I told him where. I didn't give him details or anything else. He goes, I think that was my son. He goes, can you give me the property owner's information so we can go out there and fix it? It's like, no, but I will get you to highway patrol, and that way they can. He goes, okay. And he goes, because I don't have my son out there first thing this morning as soon as the sun comes up, and he's going to be working on that fence. So I've got tools. I've got extra fence and posts. And he's going to be out there working on that. And sure enough, so I gave that to him, and the landowner called back later on and said, that boy did a wonderful job on my fence. He goes, that was better fence than what I built.
Because Dad was standing there going, you are going to fix this.
Yep.
Troy Sutton, right on the edge. It's right on the edge.
Right there.
Just barely gonna leave that one sitting there, ain't you?
But yeah. So we do have a few good people out there, which luckily we have good parents too.
Yep.
Of course, a lot of times most parents anymore like, oh, that wasn't my kid, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Yeah, a neighbor of mine had was some kids that was beating his mailbox up, and he just let them have their little fun, and I mean they tore it all up. And he waited for him to get up the hill, and then he got in his car and followed him. And he just drove on by when he got to their house and remembered where it was. And the next morning he went over there and knocked on the door. The gentleman answered the door, and he said, there was some people came by and visited my house from this address last night, driving that car that's sitting in your driveway. And the guy says, what did they do? He said, they beat my mailbox up. And the guy says, they will be there to fix it today. And I guess when my neighbor caught him out there working on it, he just stayed at the house, but he was watching. And the man he talked to was standing there with 3 kids and a gun.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Wow.
Yeah.
We didn't tend to have much mailbox bashing here when I was a kid, they did. Let's see, it was sophomore, junior in high school. We had a kid that was actually shot from mailbox bashing.
Yeah.
Farmer shot in the air, but hit something, ricocheted, and it killed the kid.
Hmm.
And yeah, they're
That put an end
that's
to
been
mailbox bashing, didn't it?
For a while.
yes.
Yeah.
That's been 30, 40 years ago, and of course now kids nowadays haven't heard that, and it started to pick back up a little bit, but
Well, did
yeah,
I ever
I
tell
think
all
they've
the
been
story?
told stories.
Did I tell you all the story about the guy who his neighbor called him and he said, hey, at your place up on the highway, there's a truck with a stock trailer backed in there in your driveway. He says, I'm afraid they might be stealing your cattle. And so the guy goes up there and he gets close and he just shuts his truck off and walks.
We lost Dale.
And he gets there to where this guy's pickup is. And there's a dude who is dragging a calf up to his trailer with a rope. And he just shoots and kills the guy.
Oh.
And he had another accomplice with him that was out in the pasture. And I guess that guy just laid down and out on the ground so that he wouldn't get found. And they had the guy that was the sheriff then was pretty good friends with, and he didn't take much bull. And so they interviewed the sheriff about this incident. And the interview that was put on the TV, Sheriff Whittle says, yes, Mr. was out here and he caught these guys, and they claimed they weren't stealing his calves. But if what they told us was true, it'll be the only instance we've ever seen where a guy's truck overheated and he carried the water that he found back to his truck with a rope. And I never seen a water carrying rope before.
Mhm.
What has happened to Dale?
I don't know.
I
He's
clicked the
gone.
button and it
Oh.
won't let me come back.
Try it again.
I saw that on the news, Tamara, or on Facebook or somewhere.
That had been quite a while ago, and that was one of those instances where there was no cattle thieving in Ottawa County for a while. They were all worried they was gonna charge the guy with manslaughter or something like that. Like, no, you have a right to protect what you've got.
Mhm. Yep.
It won't let me do nothing.
Well, let me show you how to fix that, Dale. I don't know nothing about your computer setup, but mine says push this little button right down here. It will fix it.
What?
Oh.
Ben Paul cased.
Uh-huh.
Use shovels so they don't have to
Huh.
dig the hole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I did, but it won't do nothing.
Huh.
It don't like me no more.
Well, that's weird.
Hmm.
Let's see if there's any. Yeah, I can't do anything on my end for you.
I don't know. It's kind of why I quit using Restream, because I run into this when we were using it with this webcam.
Mm-hmm.
It don't like this webcam every once in a while.
Huh.
Huh.
I figure I got about another month of the paid on this because I used my bonus money from work to pay for a year.
Ugh.
It drives me nuts though that you pay for it and you only get 720p out of it.
Yeah. Well, if I was. Oh. Yeah, I know what you're saying, James, but it won't let me return back on. It'll just leave it as an avatar.
Hey, there's Dana.
Hi, Dana.
Lurking.
Dana.
Hope everyone is having a blessed day. I hope you're doing good.
But hope everyone's having a blessed day. Well, we're glad you're here. Paul says, well, you now know I don't know.
Well, you know, I don't know.
But
Let me try this.
He gone.
he gone. He'll be back. You ought to message your daughter, tell her to bring me another bottle of water. Or actually, I'll just go get me one.
No.
Oh. So in the meantime, I guess it's just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
You and I.
They
But,
don't want to hear us sing.
well, if they've watched any videos, they've heard me sing plenty of
You
times.
sing, I don't.
Well, I don't think you can call out what I do singing.
What else would you call it?
Making bad noises.
Well, that works.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, been sitting there working in the shop and trying to get some stuff done. Tina's got another craft show next weekend down
Starts
in
Wednesday.
Starts Wednesday, so we'll have to get set up and.
Well, we get set up Wednesday, and then it'll be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah, so I guess I can kind of sit with you a little bit on Thursday, but I still got to get shopping done and stuff for the weekend because I got to work. So
Yep.
I guess after I get off work Saturday, I'll have to come pick you up. Oh, YouTube's studio.
It feels nice out here.
Yeah, the temperature's dropping some. Wind's kind of picking up. Hickory leaves have been dropping.
They didn't turn pretty yellow this year, though. They're just kind of brownish.
Oh, there's a yellow tinge to them.
Yeah, but not like usually. Usually they're bright yellow.
Mm-hmm. I'm still out here, but still without much to say. It's all right.
You are here. That's what's important.
Yep. So, but I'm going to have to make a trip to Springfield, too, get another bandsaw blade.
Thank
and
you, Janae. Going back to Springfield, huh?
get a bandsaw blade and
So you don't break it.
yeah.
He's broke too today. Well, I guess you didn't break the second one.
Yeah, but it's ruined.
It's ruined.
Yeah. Which I need to see on that first one that did break if it could be re-welded or something.
I haven't welded in years. Don't ask me.
I think I'd rather have somebody knows what they're doing. Meant to ask Paul who he uses to sharpen his, if he uses anybody local to work on his saw blades or not for his big band saw for a sawmill, and see if maybe they can weld it, or if I might be able to send it in. I'm still here listening. I had to feed the meat, birds, and getting water and all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. Only thing we got in the pen now is the dog because he's in trouble.
Well, hunting season, and
He doesn't like to stay home.
so of course he's an escape artist, and
You've had
nope. Paul says nope. It's worth a shot. I think there's some places online where you find and get them sent to. That wasn't a great bandsaw blade anyway, but the second one that I toasted when cut the wrong piece of wood, that one upsets me because that one cut good, and that was a good blade. So, Jesse brought me some more water.
It just a little warm.
That's fine. So, any hoosies.
So Jesse takes care of the animals.
Mo Power Transmission, Springfield, Missouri is the closest one who makes them that I know of. Well, I'll have to look that up.
I argue with the animals more like it.
Well, Freddie's arguing now.
Yeah.
He probably needs fed.
Hmm.
It's about his feeding time.
I don't know if he deserves it.
Yes.
So, anyway, I think we may just go ahead and call it because we need to get back out the shop because we're trying to get some stuff finished up and
Finished
made
up
up.
for the craft show.
And so, anyway, in the meantime, we appreciate you all sticking around and watching us. Dale, Paul, thanks for coming in, you guys. Dog's gonna start singing and whining. He knows it's bean time, so I think we're gonna call it. They're lucky if she takes care of herself.
Hey,
That ain't no doubt.
I take care of myself sometimes.
So, anyway, guys, thanks y'all for coming in here. Love you all. Stick around, see what we get into next time.
Y'all have a great